Hi, in this tutorial we're going to walk through the search area of PocketPharmacist. We won't have time to cover everything, there's a lot to learn, so I encourage you to also watch the advanced search tutorial. Whenever looking for a medication, always tap on the search bar. I'm going to look for Zocor, so I'll type that in. This is a popular cholesterol lowering drug. I'll tap search on the keyboard, which will get rid of the keyboard. And here we go. So Zocor was found, but it looks like that's not the primary display name for the drug. Simvastatin seems to be the primary display name. Any drug that starts with a lowercase letter, like S here, that's a generic drug. Any drug with an uppercase letter, like Zocor, that's a brand drug. So Zocor is actually a generic drug now. It's available as Simvastatin. And any drug that's available as a generic will only be listed by their generic name within PocketPharmacist. Therefore, if I had just searched the table and looked for Zocor, I wouldn't have found it. That's the most important reason why you should always use the search bar. Another reason is you get these online resources which are incredibly helpful, and I go through these resources within the advanced tutorial. So let's go ahead and tap on Simvastatin, and this brings us to the drug summary. Every drug you see in PocketPharmacist has been carefully summarized by a pharmacist. The information is neatly organized into sections, with the first section always being either the brand or generic name. The next section, drug category or class. If I go ahead and tap on statin, I actually get a definition of what that means here. And everything in PocketPharmacist is very easy to understand. PocketPharmacist never uses medical jargon. To get rid of this window, just tap anywhere outside the window. And this little blue button here on the right hand side, this brings up different information. I'll tap it now, and this brings up a list of all drugs that are considered a statin within the database. Very helpful. So indications and dosage, any indication or use that is FDA approved will have an FDA logo to the left. You can tap on the indication name itself for common dosage of that medication when being used for that indication, and a description or definition of what that means. The blue button here again brings up different information. This brings up a list of all drugs that are used to treat that indication, such as high cholesterol. And all these drugs are neatly organized by their drug category or class. Max dosage and adjustments. This brings up maximum adult and child doses, where available, and adjustments based on liver or kidney disease. Next up is precautions. These are the most common precautions for medication. Skeletal muscle effects, for example, I'll go ahead and tap that. And we get general information, which is usually a definition of what that means. And at the bottom, we get drug-specific information. For example, how does Simvastatin relate to skeletal muscle effects, and what to do if you experience that. Serious precautions will have a yellow warning symbol. These are typically contraindications. A contraindication is usually a reason why a medication should not be used. I'll tap on pregnancy category X. We'll see it has a yellow background window, meaning this is a serious precaution. And again, we get general information, such as what pregnancy category X means, and then Simvastatin or drug-specific information at the bottom. Next up is interactions. These are the most common interactions for Simvastatin. And again, serious interactions will have a yellow warning symbol. Tapping that interaction, such as 3A4 inhibitor, will bring up general information, such as what does 3A4 inhibitor mean, and then drug-specific information at the bottom, such as how does Simvastatin interact with a 3A4 inhibitor. And again, tapping the blue circle on the right-hand side, this will bring up all 3A4 inhibitors in the database, neatly organized by drug category and classes. Next up are side effects. Side effects list the most commonly occurring side effects for a certain medication in descending order by their probability of occurrence. And if you should ever need any more information on medications, the online resources are incredibly useful. Again, I will go over how to use these and what information they provide in the advanced search tutorial. Then we have strengths, all available strengths for a medication, and then an area where you can add your own specific notes tied to this one drug record. Like I said at the beginning, we won't have time to cover everything in this tutorial, and this pretty much wraps up what I'd like to cover. Please see the advanced search tutorial for additional information. Thank you for your support.